Hey, what's up guys? Wolf here, and I am recording this video as a little bit of, the gameplay. It's going to be a bit of a background kind of thing for the topic I want to approach today. Today, the video I'm approaching on is, the topic that I'd want to talk about today is the immigration stuff that's been happening. Now, as a lot of you know, I tend to try to stick up for the little guy. And, you know, those of you who might watch my videos that reside in my current country and or nation, which is, of course, the United States, um, you'll know that a lot of the time, right now the immigration stuff is being cracked down on hard, and it's not taking into account a lot of the smaller stuff that ends up happening, like the fact it's breaking up a lot of families. And it's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me, because America's been presented as this place for people to try to, escape from, the oppression and, give them the independence of being able to, say what they want. As one of the rights is freedom of speech, or, as another dodgy thing, the right to bear arms. But, it's, to me, and don't take into account this as fact, alright? I'm just stating my opinion in this video. My opinion is that here in the US, we have been presented as a place to be able to achieve certain things, goals, and freedoms, but right now I just kind of feel like it's not happening the way we feel like it should be, because of the fact that, things getting in the way, or, the fact that a lot of the laws are more built around protecting us, the people who actually have, been born here, as opposed to immigrants that have come over, or illegal immigrants that have, come over here illegally in like the later types of years, And it's kind of ridiculous, because if you ask me, if they've, gotten and earned a steady income and made a life for their families here, then they're just as much a resident here as we are. Who should say that just because they don't have papers, basically like in Papers, Please, to be able to stay here, that they should be deported, As long as I'd say they're not doing any harm unto others, it should be fine, and we should just let them be. But doing part of the fact that a lot of people don't see things that way, there's always going to be that barrier. And to me, I'm someone who, instead of choosing to follow an order or something like that, if say I became a soldier, I'd be listening more with my heart instead of my head, because the fact that people experience emotions, and a lot of these decisions are being made basically on orders and inhuman thinking. And if we start thinking like that, how are we any better than the, worst people that we protect? There's a lot of other problems going on in the world that we could be solving right now, but we're focusing on the fact that we have people living here illegally, quote unquote illegally. To me, that's just not, the right thing to be focusing on. Instead, you could be focusing on a lot of the, stuff that we could be doing to strengthen, like, say, oh, I don't know, trying to have jobs over here instead of putting them overseas. Now, a lot of you are probably saying and are thinking that, Trump's doing good for the country. Nah, because of the fact that he has done so much to fuck up the country that it's ridiculous. And honestly, I'm gonna say that I have bias towards him because I do not like the man. And, someone who treats women like they're just pieces of meat or whatever, he, like, the most misogynistic kind of way of thinking, it's just abhorrent to me. So, I honestly, to me, it's just ridiculous that instead of trying to help people, in this country, we're basically screwing everyone over that we meet. I saw a video of a woman named Sylvia, and she has had been here since 1992. And she got deported, and, her family, most of her family has been, said that they're allowed to stay here due to the fact that they have citizenship because they were born here. Now, I find that completely, toxic because of the fact that you're separating families and you're ruining, basically tearing everyone apart, which is ridiculous. I noticed the buzz. Was my phone. It's on the desk next to me, but back on track. What's the difference between, having papers and being legal and working hard and earning everything fairly like anyone else here? There's, like, just nothing. Nothing at all, guys. And to be quite honest, it's just, I can't believe the fact that this kind of stuff is going on in quote unquote the land of the free, because we're supposed to know democracy and understanding, but it just doesn't seem to be going that way. Remember, guys, always be kind to one another and support everyone. Shouldn't matter what's going on with them, if they're here legally or illegally. Always be kind to your neighbor or neighbors and just help each other out. That's all I'm asking. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.